Hey, Ayman. Andrew here once again, ready to correct your work. So with these Task 1 responses in the general training exam, what's important is to get the tone of the letter correct. So let's have a go and see what's going on. So, you're looking to be hired. So we're trying to create a particular impression. A good impression. We want people to think this is a responsible, intelligent, and capable human being who is not flawed in any way. And while that may be unreasonable, because nobody is that way, that's the impression we are expected to give. Thanks, society. So, dear sir or madam, we don't need this colon. A comma here is fine. I'm writing in response to the advert for a software engineer. We don't need to capitalize this either. We do need to capitalize IT, and the name of the newspaper, yes, but the name of the job title does not need to be capitalized. I'm writing in response to your advert. I would say your advert. Let them own it. I'm writing in response to your advert for a software engineer in the IT Jobs Plus newspaper on the 4th of the 4th, 17. My name is Ayman Barakat, and I used to work as a senior software engineer at, or for, or maybe expand this a little bit. So I used to work as a senior software engineer for the major international corporation Yahoo Incorporated in California for the past 12 years, comma. Oh, in fact, no, semicolon. Semicolon. My main responsibility was to find and fix a myriad of problems. This is too informal for a job application. A myriad of problems in the company, the specific company, so in the company's navigation products. Currently, the division I once worked for is being dissolved due to the fact that the corporation was recently sold to a Chinese firm, comma, and their buyout rule was to remove navigation products from the company's portfolio. Two other engineers and myself. We don't start with me. So we don't say me and my friends, and we don't say me and my family. We say my family and I, and my friends and I. This is just a question of formality. If you were speaking to a friend, you could say me and my friends or me and my pals, but you can't do that in writing. It has to be my friends and I, or two engineers and I, were the main creators of Yahoo GPS for applications or for use in automobiles or for use in cars back in 2004. Comma, and I feel that my extensive experience can benefit Google's navigation products that are planned to be released by the end of 2017. Good, you've demonstrated knowledge of the company. That will do you lots of favours. Moreover, the director of the navigation department of your company is a pioneer in social GPS, a program that allows drivers to share the facts they see on the roads regarding traffic congestion, singular, faster than satellite. This is not necessary, we can just say faster than satellite. I believe... Oh, okay, from him. So from the CEO. Maybe use his name. Oh no, the director, sorry. The director of the navigation department. So if you know who this guy is, if you know his history, then maybe say, I believe that I could benefit enormously from, let's say, Paul, from Paul's cutting-edge knowledge, whilst sharing my past experiences in finding and solving a multitude of technical software issues. Because we've already used problems up there, and also, because we're trying to make a good impression, using the word problem over and over and over again, even though it's not referring directly to it, it will create a certain idea in the mind. Problem, problem, problem. We want to talk about solutions more. So solving technical software issues. Issues is just a slightly softer word, you know. I believe that our cooperation can benefit not only Google, but also its customers. Its customers. The customers belong to Google. But also its customers, and so, okay, not only Google, but its customers and the finalized and market-ready product. I am attaching my CV below, and if I can be of further assistance, please do not hesitate to contact me anytime, 2 words, anytime, via email or personal phone. Yours faithfully. Yeah, that's great. Really good. Follow the advice that I've given you. I don't think you need to add anything. This is a good cover letter, just with the few tweaks that I've offered. Okay, so this one should be easy for you, Mr. Software Engineer. Should we or should we not adapt to technology? Does it positively or negatively affect the mind and our abilities within that? So, these days, many people are concerned about the progress of technology and how it affects people intellectually, I would say. The progress of technology and how it affects people intellectually, or its intellectual effects on people. The question is whether people get smarter by using new technology, or whether it makes them mentally weaker, intellectually weaker. Mentally weaker would mean sort of that they would be less resilient to stress, and although that might be somewhat true, we're talking here essentially about mental illness, and we don't want that. So intellectually weaker. Personally, I believe that both of these ideas have merits. This essay will discuss both views and use examples from Harvard University and the Tesla Motor Company to demonstrate and support the arguments, I would say. On the one hand, technological progress can make us smarter and more educated, introducing advanced products to manufacturing facilities, such as devices that can substitute humans, can provide people. So this comma is not necessary. We just need a such as there instead. And we actually don't need this one either. I know that feels like a long sentence, but listen. Introducing advanced products to manufacturing facilities, such as devices that can substitute humans, can provide people with the spare time. Okay, now we need to trim that down. With the spare time necessary to dedicate to furthering their education and interpersonal skills. Spare time to dedicate to improving their education and interpersonal skills. For example, recent research from Harvard indicated that by using robots in Japanese factories to assemble cars, you can't use who with a robot because it's not a person. Using robots in Japanese factories to assemble cars, additional holidays were granted to 5,000 workers, which they could spend on obtaining further education or family. As a result of this, the life satisfaction index in Japan, or of Japan is fine, has risen from 5 to 25% in less than a year. So this just needs to be separated, maybe by a semicolon, between further education and spending time with families, semicolon, as a result of this, and that would be great. Thus, adopting new technologies can be beneficial for less educated people. Yes. On the other hand, innovations can make us intellectually weaker. New products can result in addiction and a loss of attention elsewhere. Because actually, humans never lose attention. Humans are always thinking about or looking at or doing something. But it's the value of the activities that you undertake that influences the consequences of the time spent. So when we say, like, choose wisely and don't waste your time, it's actually a very clever statement, because humans intrinsically get excellent at whatever they do frequently. So whatever you choose to do frequently, you will become talented at. And therein lies the danger, because some things are not very good to get excellent at. So the attention is always there. So what we need to say is that it can result in addiction and direct attention to unhealthy activities. For example, Tesla's self-driving technology that allows people to be distracted. Okay, Tesla's self-driving technology allows people to be distracted while driving, and thus causes dependence. During the first year, the program was working well, and drivers became familiar. Got used to is not formal enough. Became familiar. Became so familiar with the technology that they did not look at the road anymore. You can use a full stop here and then say, when the system was accidentally, actually no, it wasn't accidental. When the system was attacked by a virus, 25 people died worldwide because they were not paying attention. Or because their attention was misdirected, and then we support our previous statement, because their attention was misdirected. Therefore, reliance on new products can endanger our lives. Great. That's a really, really good paragraph. I've never seen anyone use that example before, but the death of 25 people is certainly relevant to this topic, and no one has ever brought that up before. Although new technology can come with high risk levels, I strongly believe that the advantages far outnumber the drawbacks. Full stop. So I strongly believe that the advantages outnumber the drawbacks. Semicolon. God, I'm overusing semicolons today. We will be better. I don't like talking about the future with certainty. It stresses me out. We could benefit more in the long term, not only adapting to progressive technologies, but by also individually contributing towards their development. Fantastic. Well, Mr. Software Engineer, you clearly are very, very good at expressing these sorts of ideas. You understand data, which is nice. You understand that things need to be supported by facts and figures. I get so many essays coming through with just opinion all the way through and absolutely no support whatsoever from the real world. It's just dreams, people's wishes on paper. But it's nice to read yours. So I'm going to just send these over to you straight away. Once again, pay attention, correct your own work, send your new stuff, and I'll speak to you very soon. Bye bye for now, Ayman.